This video will introduce you to Paragon's Protect and Restore SDK. We will be showing you how you can create your own backup and recovery scenario in just a few minutes. The downloaded SDK package contains a standalone demo version of the Paragon Protect and Restore product, SDK binaries, code samples, and documentation. After product installation, the PRM service will run on our test machine. Let's create a new console application project in Visual Studio for our own physical volume backup scenario. Copy the SDK binaries to our new project. Next, you will need to add references to the recently added SDK binaries. Now add syntax to use the SDK and storages. The first step of any scenario is to establish a connection to the Paragon Protect and Restore infrastructure. Then get information about the local machine from the infrastructure and check the machine's registration. Next, we will need to create storage for our backups. Let's define a new disk storage on our local computer. We will also need to provide a name and address for this storage location. This storage can now be used for backups. Add the new storage to the infrastructure and refresh. You can check existing storage by outputting information about it. For example, the storage name and its address. Remove the storage from the infrastructure before exiting from the application to avoid duplication of storage when running through this scenario multiple times. Add 2 lines to create a pause. Press F5 to debug existing code and verify that there are no syntax errors. The next step is to create a volume backup, so we'll need to add some additional items. Some of these items include policies, filters, and tasks. Please add the new items as shown. Now create a physical backup policy for the volume. Set the policy name and the backup storage. We will also need to create a volume filter for the backup. Please create it now. For this demonstration, we want to back up volume E on our machine. This may be different on your system. Type the desired drive letter for the filter. Then add the filter to the policy. Assign a target machine for the backup and update the policy. To run our new policy, we will need to add a task. Let's create it now. Add in a while statement to wait until the task is completed. Now add syntax to output the task result to the console. We are now ready to do our first backup. Run the task and view the results. Now browse to our disk storage, and we will see that we have new backup data inside. The next step we will add is recovery of the volume we just backed up. We will begin by refactoring the code and extracting the task process to a private method. We will also add a pause before the restore process. Now create a recovery policy for the volume. Use the first backup from our created storage. Add filters for the volume and the target machine for recovery. Create the new recovery task and recovery task process. Now run the application and wait for the backup to complete. Change the data in our backup volume by deleting the Paragon file. Press any key to continue, wait for the restore to complete, and check the results. The file Paragon is recovered on the volume. Thank you for watching this tutorial. To get more information on Paragon's Protected Restore SDK, visit our website at www.paragon-software.com.